Good morning from Amsterdam, and in my hotel room, actually in my reception, waiting for my Uber. And I thought I'd make a quick video about what happened last night because something crazy happened. I got a row of emails postponing, if not cancelling, the foreseeable number of conferences that I've been booked at. Each one of them cited the fact that the health of their attendees is more important than going ahead with anything, so they've decided to cancel them or postpone them. At the same time in Dubai, they've now cancelled 4 weeks of stopped schools for 4 weeks, so schools aren't happening. Universities aren't happening. So all these sort of things are starting to now slow down. Emirates has asked its employees to take leave. Airports are becoming emptier, and as we buckle down into what's coming, which nobody knows, and the question is how adaptive are you? How much time will you spend being worried, and how much time will you spend preparing for what's needed? What is your AQ, adaptability quotient, your flexibility and optimism into looking for opportunities rather than being stuck in the sort of stress of this? So last night when I got this row of emails, I spent about 1 or 2 minutes really sitting with it, and I realized that I need to pivot immediately. And so what I've done is I've reached out to friends of mine that have been in the world of cyber conferencing for a while now. I have signed up to a multi-purpose or multi-user conference site, which means that I can talk and hundreds and thousands of people can listen to me on the other side. 2, I'm starting to run webinars and workshops online, and I will be doing one-on-one coaching moving online right across the world. And so right now last night I briefed my copywriter, I briefed my business manager, I briefed my digital team. I've briefed everybody that the new Sanei Inc. model is conferences in real spaces, of course, but we'll do digital conferences, webinars, and one-on-one coaching until things settle up down while I'm writing my book and while I'm still researching human psychology and futurism. This is always going to be something that's necessary, but more importantly, something I preach all the time, or not preach, I speak about all the time, is IQ was from last century, EQ is something we need to be developing, and AQ becomes the Q of the future, adaptability quotient. So ask yourself a question, maybe make some comments, and tell me how you're adapting your business, how are you adapting your job or your service, because this is going to impact everybody, from production not happening in parts of the world to less transportation happening, for us to become much more localized rather than in a global world until it calms down. We don't know how it's going to calm down. And in fact, my new talk, I start off with how do we become comfortable with the unknown? Because nobody can tell us where and what's going to happen, but how do we become comfortable with not being clear on what's coming? The only thing we can manage is our perspective of it. Anyway, I'm still in the midst of recreating it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I launch and relaunch my business. And so if you want some coaching, if you want some online webinars, or if your employees are at home and you still want some sort of motivation or inspiration, that's what I'm going to be doing. Ciao from Amsterdam.